Have you ever wondered how a single decision could shake up the global economy? Imagine one policy that could raise the prices of everyday items, affect thousands of jobs, and even change how we shop. In 2025, former President Donald Trump's tariffs could return, with new changes that might have serious effects on the economy. Today, we'll break down what these tariffs mean, why they matter, and how they could impact you, your wallet, and the global economy. Let's dive into this complex issue and see what these tariffs could mean for us in the coming year. To understand how tariffs might impact us, let's first go over what a tariff is and why it's used. A tariff is a tax that governments place on goods imported from other countries. When a country places a tariff on a product, it raises the cost of that item for anyone buying it within that country. Tariffs are often intended to make imported goods more expensive, encouraging people to buy locally made products instead. By increasing the price of foreign goods, tariffs make local goods more appealing, supporting domestic industries and reducing reliance on imports. Tariffs are commonly used to balance trade deficits, reduce dependency on imports, and protect local jobs, especially in industries facing tough competition from countries where production costs are lower. Back in 2018 and 2019, Trump imposed tariffs on imported goods, particularly from countries like China, in an effort to bring manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. and reduce the trade deficit. By making imports more expensive, he aimed to encourage domestic production and protect local industries. Now, fast forward to 2025, and we may see similar tariffs reintroduced, which could bring significant changes to both the U.S. and the global economy. One of the first and most noticeable impacts of tariffs is on prices that consumers see in stores. When tariffs are applied, the cost of imported goods increases, and these costs often get passed down to the consumer. Businesses that rely on imported products, parts, or raw materials may face higher costs and might raise prices on their goods and services to keep their profit margins stable. So, we could see price increases on electronics, clothing, vehicles, and even groceries. Imagine shopping for a new smartphone or laptop and finding that prices are 10% higher than last year, or seeing an increase in the cost of household essentials like food and clothing. These price increases can add up across various products, leading to a noticeable rise in the cost of living. This general price increase contributes to inflation, and when tariffs drive inflation, it makes daily expenses harder to manage, especially for households on tight budgets. This inflationary effect is one reason tariffs are often controversial. While they may help certain industries, they can make life more expensive for everyday consumers. For American businesses, tariffs create both opportunities and challenges. On one side, tariffs can boost domestic manufacturers, who might see increased demand for their products as imports become more costly. This can benefit industries like steel and automotive manufacturing, which may see a rise in local sales and potentially even expand their operations. However, tariffs are not beneficial for all industries. Many American companies, especially in high-tech and manufacturing sectors, rely on imported materials or components to produce their goods. For example, electronics companies often depend on overseas-made parts, and vehicle manufacturers source many components internationally. When tariffs increase the cost of these imports, businesses face higher production costs and must make difficult decisions. They might raise their own prices, cut costs elsewhere, or, in some cases, reduce their workforce to stay competitive. For businesses that already operate on thin profit margins, these increased costs could mean the difference between growth and survival. This creates an economic environment where some businesses may thrive, while others struggle, making the effects of tariffs uneven across sectors. The job market is another area where tariffs could bring significant changes. One reason governments implement tariffs is to protect jobs in sectors at risk from foreign competition. By making imported goods more expensive, tariffs can encourage people to buy local, potentially boosting demand for American-made products and leading to job growth in specific industries. For instance, steel tariffs that make foreign steel more expensive might increase demand for American steel, which could lead to more jobs in that sector. If similar tariffs return in 2025, we might see renewed trade tensions, impacting not only the U.S. economy, but also economies in countries that export to or import from America. These escalating trade disputes can encourage countries to seek new trade partners, diversify suppliers, or reduce their dependence on American goods, creating a ripple effect across multiple sectors, from agriculture to manufacturing and technology. Looking long-term, tariffs may also influence economic growth and innovation. While tariffs offer protection to local industries, they can also limit businesses' ability to expand internationally. By making foreign goods more expensive, tariffs can restrict companies' access to affordable resources, prices, making it harder for them to innovate or produce goods efficiently. A company that can't source affordable components might delay or cut back on new product development, slowing down progress in fields like technology, manufacturing, and sustainability. Companies facing higher costs for imported materials may also reduce their investment in research and development, which is crucial for advancements in areas like green technology, artificial intelligence, and healthcare. Over time, this restricted access can reduce the competitive edge of American industries, allowing other countries to take the lead in innovation. As other nations form new trade partnerships and reduce their dependency on the U.S., the influence of the U.S. in the global economy could gradually decline, potentially slowing economic growth domestically. Opinions on tariffs are divided. Supporters of tariffs argue that they protect essential industries, create jobs, and support the local economy by reducing dependency on foreign products. They see tariffs as a way to prioritize national interests, encouraging economic self-reliance and supporting American-made goods. For struggling industries, tariffs offer a lifeline, allowing them to compete on more favorable terms. However, opponents of tariffs point to significant downsides, including higher prices for consumers, strained international relationships, and additional costs for businesses that rely on global supply chains. Critics argue that tariffs limit consumer choice and create inefficiencies in the economy by encouraging shifts away from more affordable foreign products. In the long run, they warn that tariffs could harm the very economy they intend to protect, especially if retaliatory tariffs lead to destabilized economic relations that have been carefully developed over decades. For consumers, the effects of tariffs are often felt most directly through increased prices. When tariffs drive up costs, consumers bear the burden, which can be especially challenging for families on fixed incomes. Some see them as essential for protecting national interests, while others caution that they could harm economic relations and reduce international cooperation. In summary, if Trump's tariffs return in 2025, they're likely to create complex effects, both positive and negative. We may see higher prices in stores, shifts in the job market, and strained relationships with trading partners. While tariffs might strengthen certain industries and save jobs in specific sectors, they also pose challenges for businesses that rely on imports, making life more expensive for the average consumer. As these tariffs unfold, understanding their reasons and potential impacts will help us navigate the changes. Tariffs influence the economy and affect how we live, work, and connect with the world, making it essential to stay informed about these potential shifts.